Hey, bro, what's that?
What's what?
That you just threw in here.
What word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey, bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah.
What you just watched was a video that went viral over the weekend. It appeared to show a cop throwing evidence or planting evidence inside the car of a person he had pulled over. Now, I want to give you some more detail into what happened. This took place in Wisconsin. The cop is from the village of Caledonia Police Department. Okay, that exists. And it looks bad, right? I saw that, it infuriated me because we've covered stories in the past of police planting evidence either in people's jackets or in their cars. But I looked into it a little further. First, the police department released a statement about this saying, we've got body cameras, we're gonna investigate this, and it appears that they have. Now, before we get to that though, let's go to one more video of the incident, kind of showing the baggie in slow motion.
Hey, bro, what's that?
What's what?
That you just threw in here.
All right, so you can definitely see him throwing something into the back of that vehicle. Now, here's what the police department initially responded with. Please keep in mind that the cell phone video that is circulating depicts only a small portion of the entire encounter, whereas all available video may provide more context. Read that statement, rolled my eyes, just keeping it real. They continued, all officers assigned to patrol duties are equipped with body-worn cameras, and preliminary information indicates that officers on scene of this incident all had their body-worn cameras activated. In addition, marked Caledonia police patrol vehicles are equipped with dashboard-mounted cameras. As part of the internal investigation, we will be reviewing those videos. We will also need to gather information from all officers who were present. Later, they decided to release body cam footage. And I was skeptical of that because I'm like, all right, they say they've got body cam footage, but are we, the public, going to have access to it? Are we gonna be able to see it? To their credit, they did release it. We have more context. So let's take a look at that and then we'll deliberate.
I
got specs of green. You're good to search if you need to. Corner cut. What's what? What's what word?
I got you on camera, bro.
I got you on camera. We're all good.
Hey, bro, you just threw that in here.
Yeah, because it was in his pocket, and I don't want to hold on to it. That's on their body cam that they took it off of him. So.
Just threw that in here, bro. I got you on camera, man.
I'm telling you where it came from. So.
I got you on camera, bro.
It's an empty baggie at the moment too. So, okay, buddy.
So it was in fact an empty baggie. I want to go to the last graphic here, which shows you a screenshot from the video that clearly shows that it's an empty baggie, okay? And so they had taken the empty baggie out of the other passenger's pocket. This cop decided to put it in the back seat. And the cops also said, or the reporting on this indicates police removed the driver and rear passengers before the video began. They also searched one of the rear passengers and found an empty corner tear of a plastic baggie. The same empty corner tear from the video, Bosch, that's the police chief, says did not contain any or an illegal substance. This type of packaging is common or a common method for holding illegal drugs, but it was empty. So no one got in trouble for the empty bag, but it's easy to understand why people would think that they're trying to plant drugs in the car.
Yeah, it's possible that everybody here is innocent. So let me break it down a little further. So number one, when police say, "Oh no, trust us, we have body cam footage," or we can't release the body cam footage, but we're right. In my experience, that's almost never correct, and so we come in super skeptical on this. But the key piece of evidence is that they immediately released the body cam footage. Now, it's actually not definitive. I'll get to why it's not definitive in a second. But the fact that they're releasing it right away means that the cops think that they're right and innocent. because when the cops are wrong, they don't release body cam footage for years. They'll say, oh, no, trust us. He ran into a tree and we didn't beat him to death. No. And then they'll hide the footage for years and years and years.
Right.
And you have to drag it out of them through legal proceedings, etc. Right? Whenever they think they're innocent, they're like, here's the body cam footage right away. Okay, did you want it right away? Right away. And in this case, they gave it right away. Okay, so that's not definitive, but it's a pretty good sign. Now, when you look at the whole body cam footage that they released, there is one problem here. So you see him taking it from the second officer, from another officer, and then throwing it in the car, and it is empty, but it is a corner cut. And sometimes what they do is they'll take something that's empty, but has traces of drugs in it, and then they'll take it as evidence. They go, oh my God, there was traces of drugs, and it's a corner cut, and that's what people normally use, et cetera. So it could still be planted. And what we don't have is the body cam footage of that second officer. Now, if they release that and they show him clearly taking it off of the defendant, okay, that's a different story, right? So then that'll be more definitive. As it is, there is that missing link in the chain of evidence.
Exactly,
right?
Yes, you're right about that. So you're right in noting that it's not definitive. I do applaud the cops for releasing that body camera footage promptly. From the body cam footage that I have seen, you're right. I haven't seen them take that baggie from someone else. I would argue though, if they're trying to plant evidence on someone, they would probably do it with a baggie full of something, right? But I do hear what you're saying. Like they do sometimes argue, well, I mean, it's an empty baggie, but there was drug residue in it.
Yeah. I suppose, I don't know how planting evidence goes, but from what we've covered in the news, it seems like when they plant evidence, it usually does have some drugs in it, and this one was clearly empty. Okay, but the last thing here is, at the same time, don't think that the guys who released the 14-second video are bad guys either. Because it might be from the guy's perspective in the car. Think about it. You're sitting in the car, they took away the driver, and a cop comes in and throws in a bag.
Right.
You have no idea where that bag came from.
I'd have the same reaction.
I'd have the same reaction as the guy in the car, right? So, and I'm glad he taped the cop, and I'm glad he saw him throwing something in, and he might genuinely think they planted it when they didn't, right?
Right.
And so the jury's still out on this because we don't know where the second cop got the bag from, right? But the circumstantial evidence seems to indicate that probably the cops are innocent in this case, okay? But we'll see, right? But it doesn't mean that the other guys are guilty, okay? Because they have a perfectly legitimate reason to think that it was questionable of the cops to throw something in the car, especially when the guy in the car didn't see them removing it from the driver at all. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.